Hi, I'm Heather from Hey Booktubes, and I am a romance reader, and this is my Spookopoly vlog. I'm very excited. This is actually my favorite readathon to participate in. I just have a really good time, honestly. I like not knowing everything that I'm gonna have to read, but knowing some. I don't know. I have a great time, so I usually roll like a couple at a time and then pick those books and then roll once I'm past those. All right. First roll, 7. Starting on go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chance. Call and response. So my very first roll was Chance, and I pulled the card for Call and Response by Christina C. Jones. This is a Black love novella. The second book in the series is my favorite. This is the third. This one was just okay. I did give it 4 stars. I did like it. I enjoyed it. It's a cute novella. It's about 2 people producing music and writing music together, and that's kind of it. It does have a very abrupt ending, which I was told and was prepared for, so I'm grateful for that because I think I would have enjoyed it less if I didn't know to expect that. But honestly, it was just cute. She's a favorite author. I had a good time. I don't really have a lot to say about this one. Like it was 80 pages and it was cute, and that's it. So next one, second roll, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mood read. You are so good to me. My next roll was mood read, which I don't know what I'm going to do for that. And then roll number 3. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dice roll roulette. All right. We got 5 actually. All right, so 5 means we need a book around the 250 page mark. Next roll was the dice roulette, and that's a book around 250 pages. These are the books that I have as options, and I'm kind of thinking I'm going to go with Embers by Claire Kent. She's a favorite author. I haven't read any of her books for the last couple of months, so I feel like it's time. And this is her dystopian series, and this one, they're on a ranch, her boyfriend dies, his dad comes, and they're like stuck together, and it's their romance. And the thing that I really like about Claire Kent's taboo romances is because it is dystopian or sci-fi, and she specifically talks about like age gaps and things like that. She talks about how they would not get together if the world was normal. Like they just wouldn't. They would not. They wouldn't do any of these like kind of taboo things, but because of the forced proximity, the lack of technology, the lack of options, just the isolation of being together, you have these relationships that these 2 people love each other so much, but these 2 people would never be together if the world wasn't falling apart around them. And I just like that. I like that reasoning for the more like, why are you doing this tropes, you know? So I think I'm going to do that one. Mood reading, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I did finish Call and Response already. So second day of the readathon, and I am already a book in. Also, I will say I'm not doing this for the whole month. I never do. I cannot commit to that type of anything. Like I am a mood reader and I just can't do that. So this will be like around a week. We'll see how well I'm doing, how long the video is, and how much enthusiasm I have for rolling another time. That's pretty much what we're gonna do. So super excited. I am also participating in Blackoween and I'll, which is my usual October readathon because Bookopoly is usually in September. But I love Blackoween and I'll. I love Brie, and I will be doing
my own vlog for that readathon, so I probably won't do any books in this one that I can use for Blackoween, but we'll see. We'll see. So those are the 2 readathons. Super duper excited. Having a wonderful time. All right, time for another update. So the next prompt was a mood read, and surprising no one, if you are familiar with my channel, I DNF'd my first option and ended up reading her Orc King, which is Black Bear Clan #1 by Zoe Ashwood. This is sweet, kind orcs. I'm still kind of looking for that perfect combination of mean and sweet. Like, I don't like the abuse, I don't like the terribleness. What I really want is extremely well written characters that include an orc love interest and like an edge of mean and stuff, but I continue searching. This one was 4 stars. It was sweet, it was steamy, and it was good. That's what I have to say about that. Definitely not a bad option. Then for the dice roll roulette, around 250 pages, I read Embers. I did actually read it. I stuck with it, which is Kindle #3 by Claire Kent. This one, the angst lasts years. Years! You know, she was his son's girlfriend. He didn't really have much of a relationship with his son. He didn't even know that he was born for the first several years, and then his mom just like wouldn't let him be involved. So there's a big age gap and everything. He's in his 40s. She's like, well, she's like 17 when she and his son meet him, or she's 18, but then it's years. It's years. It's years. And he just absolutely can't get over the fact that he should not be with her. And that in a different world, a different lifetime, she would never pick him. And so it's wrong for them to be together now. And she's just like, why are you trying to make this about a life that we're not living? This is the life that we have now. And in this life, I choose you. Yeah, there's a lot of angst. 5 stars. Listen, Claire Kent is like an all-time favorite author. Amazing writing. I get sucked in, and even when she writes tropes that I wouldn't normally be into, like, I love her character work so much. Like, I care about them. So yeah, that's a 5 star. Then I rolled the dice, which is pretty exciting. So the first one that I landed on was...
All right, time for more rolls. 10, so that should take me to Becca wreck, right? Yes. Oh, I know exactly. Well, I have 2 options for if I landed on that one.
A Becca wreck. And I have a couple of options for this. I have Guild by Raven Kennedy was one that I wanted to pick if I got this, because both of these books are not actually on my TBR, but I have debated reading them over and over and over again. So the fact that Becca always recommends them is the reason. So Guild by Raven Kennedy, it's a dark fantasy romance. It's also the whole first book is almost an introduction. The final book is coming out in December, so I feel like it would be a good option. And the other one would be Fortuna Sworn by KJ7. I read the first book years ago, immediately bought the second, and then never read it. Never read it. So the other option would be Restless Slumber, which is the second book. This is Fae love triangle. Takes forever to get resolved, but adult. You know, I'm just not into angst like that, and I don't know what I'm gonna do about it. So I did put a poll on my Instagram. We will see if I listen to the poll or if I decide on one of those on my own, which would not be shocking because I'm a mood reader and I hate being told what to read. Then after I Becca wreck, I got
next roll. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chance. Again. All right. Top one. Embers. I just read that. Next one. No Place to Hide.
Chance again. First card was Ember, you saw, just read that. We just did that update. The next one is No Place to Hide. This is a Halloween novella. Steamy smut. They're at the carnival and they're playing a game. And the little pain is mixed with unimaginable pleasure is fine. I don't know. I know I saw this on TikTok. I don't remember. It's 99 pages of Halloween smut. So we're gonna go with that. And then lastly,
all right, and one more roll. One more roll for today. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got the Taylor Swift. Oh, Taylor Swift. Burning all the witches, even if you aren't one. Yes.
I finally got a Taylor Swift train station, which I'm very, very excited about. And that is Burning All the Witches, a witch book. I have not settled on this, but I think I might pick up a book I DNF'd. I know. I know. That like never ever happens, but I did have this one kind of paused. I definitely was considering picking it back up. It is the second book in the House Witch series, and I was annoyed. But I think I might be willing. So we'll see by the time I get to that book if I stick with it or not, but that is what I'm thinking right now. All right, I have not read any more, but I did get book mail. And since I am filming a vlog, you all are getting it, okay? So this is from my friend Steph at Novelty Corner in Australia. And she sent me book mail. I'm so excited! Look at that. I love Steph. I do. She is the coolest. This cute little marsupial or whatever. I don't know. She's so sweet. You don't even know. So she sent me all sorts of Australian goodies. We have Tim Tams, which I've never tried. The original teddy bear or not, never tried. New to me. These mini fruity gems. A handful of those. These little Carmelo koalas. That's so cute. And retro party mix. That's so fun. And then, oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so excited. You don't even know. You don't even know. Okay. All right. So this first one, this is, oh, the cover feels so nice. This is one of Steph's favorite book of the year. The Rest of the Story by Tal Bauer is also Robin's favorite book. And this is a MM hockey romance. And it's got some trauma. It's got some healing. It's a gorgeous cover. It's so pretty. And I'm supposed to annotate this and send it back. And I've been waiting to read this book so I could annotate this copy. And I'm so excited. Next is a book for my children, which I'm also very excited about because I was saying that I thought that they would like it. And she was like, hey, I can send it to you. So there's Awesome and then there's Jossum. My children love sharks and they are reading kind of graphic novel style books that are on their reading level. And I think that they're gonna love this. So I can't wait to give this to them. Then this one is actually one that she did not tell me that she was sending. But it's a YA like thriller mystery, Some Shall Break. And I was interested in this, but like my library didn't have it and stuff. So now I'm gonna get to work it into something. I'm excited. I know I keep saying I'm excited for literally everything, but this is cool too. I'm happy about it. And then finally, the stunning Not Safe for Work special edition of Katrina Jackson's Office Hours. Have you ever seen anything so beautiful in your entire life? If you say yes, you're lying. So Steph was actually unhauling this one, and I had just commented like, oh, not the special edition, I love it so much. And she was like, I'll send it to you. From across the world, mind you. The other side of the world. And I'm just like, eh. So ever since she said that, I've just kind of been, again, waiting to read it till I had it. So it is like at my library on ebook and stuff. So I probably will read it in ebook, but I'm so excited. I come to you today as an influencer. I am an influencer and this is what we do. I have a peach face mask, a peach drink. Don't usually do face masks because they creep my children out. I could do them while they're at school after bedtime, but I don't. So I got more book mail from Brie at 11 Words. Oh my gosh, I love these. These you can find some, at least, in her vinyl stickers shop. I used her stickers for this face mask. It's just disturbing. I use a lot of her stickers in my reading journal, and she's doing a new vinyl one, which I don't really use. So these were not vinyl. She asked me. I love it. Thinking I might give you the reading update later. I'm supposed to keep this on for 20 minutes. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know if I'm just not skilled at these or if everyone else is lying. Hi guys. So I probably owed you a update like 5 days ago. But we're gonna do one now. So we had the rolls for the Becca rec. I did end up picking up Restless Slumber, which is the second book in the Fortuna Sworn series by KJ Sun, and I did DNF this book for the same reasons that I did not continue the series in the first place. Number one, I would have to buy the series, and that is just a huge hurdle for me. I cannot afford to buy all the books that I read, so by and large, the majority of them have to be, I don't have to buy it. I can get it from Kindle Unlimited or the library. That's just reality. That being said, this is not one that I would continue even if I did have access to the series for free, because it's one of those where the author likes to rip your heart out, put your characters through it, through multiple books, and that is just not the type of reader that I am. I don't enjoy that. That is a huge con for me. So even though I read some of it, the series is okay to me, and that's without the heartache and turmoil. So it's not one that I want to read a long book to have another long book to have another long book where my characters aren't happy. Then we had Chance, which I got No Place to Hide. This was really kinky. So he is a carnival worker and she is a poor little rich girl. They did both have random tragic losses in their past that we talked about. But this is primal play, blood play, rough sex, kinky, some clowns, some claustrophobia. So, you know, those might be cautionary tales for you. There was 100 pages of them having creative sex in a game of hide and seek and a one-night stand. This did end on an indication that there's going to be another book about them, but I think I already got what I came for. Then Witches. This, I did pick up The House Witch again. I originally DNF'd this at 40%, and this has a content warning because the queen, it's multiple POV, but our main character is the House Witch, and he is the royal cook, and the queen has had multiple miscarriages, is currently pregnant, has a very early traumatic birth, and is likely not going to survive. She does end up surviving, so there is not maternal death, but very much that theme. And she will not be able to have any more children. So, you know, all of that, if you want to avoid it, I would. I gave it 4 stars. It was fine. I gave No Place to Hide 4 stars too. But there's a lot of humor and there's a lot of romance and it's very cute and sweet. However, one, there is also a fair bit of abuse historically. Also, our main character doesn't have a lot of agency, and that is something that stresses me out in books tremendously. I do not like it. He's not able to marry the person that he loves because they're different classes and just all sorts of stuff. I probably won't continue this series because the third book, the plot is going in a direction that I just don't really want to read. I don't really want to read it. He's going to have to deal with his abusive father and try to save the country from war and everything, and I just don't like it. Then I did another set of rolls.
All right, we're here for another 3 rolls. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Spoopy. Okay. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another Taylor Swift. Are we out of the woods yet? And lastly, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Crows and Ravens. I feel like I had a book for this, but I don't remember what it would be.
For Spoopy, I just doubled that up with the House Witch because it's very much that vibe. It's cozy, witchy, you know, cooking, and you have a lot of characters that you care about, but there's some edge to it. But overall, I would call it a very cozy romantasy. Then I got Out of the Woods, and for this I read Fate Edge, which is the 3rd book in the Edge series by Ilona Andrews. This is the read-along that we are currently doing for the Ilona Andrews read-along that we've been doing for a couple of years now. I feel like I don't remember where we started, but this one is the 1st book in the series that was not a reread for me, and I really liked this one. It's not as dark as the previous 2 books, so this is a urban fantasy romance series where you have our world, which is the Broken, you have the Edge, and then you have a mirror of our world, basically, that called the Weird, where magic exists. So this one was about 2 thieves and cons who work together to pull off a huge con to, you know, keep the entire world safe, that type of thing. And it was just everything I wanted. It wasn't as dark as the previous 2 books because I spent a lot of time with the side characters that I particularly wanted to see more of in this book. And I really liked our 2 main characters. Our love interest, he was from the previous book, we already met him, and then our main character was new to us, and I really liked both of them a lot. And of course there was humor and found family and great character work and great plot and great magic and all of that because Ilona Andrews is truly phenomenal when it comes to that. But yeah, 5 stars, everything that I wanted. Super, super happy with the direction that the series has ended up going. And then our last one for that set of rolls was Crows and Ravens, which you need a bird on the cover or a bird primarily in the book. And for this one, I am going just a tiny bit outside of my comfort zone. And that is A House with Good Bones by T. Kingfisher. I love T. Kingfisher's fantasy romances. And there are some horror elements in her fantasy romances that work really well. They aren't too scary for me, and I'm okay with them. So if I was going to go into the horror genre, which is not at all a thing that I'm even kind of interested in doing because I know it's not for me, T. Kingfisher would be my gateway drug of choice. And this one in particular is a lot, you know, kind of about the Fox News phenomenon of boomers kind of being brainwashed between Fox News and Facebook and just the media that they're consuming. And I have started it. I'm already sucked in. Barely started. I'm very curious to see what T. Kingfisher does with this sort of Southern Gothic horror book. So that's it on where we're at for the updates. I did do one more set of rolls, which you will see and hear about, and that will be it for this vlog.
All right, here for our final 3 rolls of this vlog. And we got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 candy corn. We have not gotten any doubles, which makes me afraid for these final 2 rolls. Well, alrighty then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Big buck. Fuck me. Alright. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lowest rated. This is garbage. Ugh, why would you do this to me after so many days of being kind? All right, one more since we got the double. And 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Orange. Unbelievable. So I thought that I would give you all some reading updates while I did my reading journal. I will include a finalized picture of the spread at the end of the vlog. But for Candy Corn, I think I'm going to read What a Match, which is a contemporary black love fall romance with nothing creepy in it, just sweet fall activity. So I'm thinking that one. Then for Longest Book, these are my options. I'm leaning most towards Air of Flames. This is a black woman main character and a cartel heir that is going to force her into a relationship with him to pay off a debt that she didn't incur. Classic mafia. Did I already say that in this? Maybe not. It might have been in my Blackoween book tag video, but I've been wanting to read it all month ever since I heard about it, but I've been saving it. And I think that this might be the time, honestly, because it's long and it's the only book that I like actively want to read. That is one of the options. And then after that, because that was that our double? I don't know. After that, we got lowest rated, and my lowest rated book has an abysmal rating. Oh, it's so bad. Like, that is not good. That is unbelievably bad, honestly, for an average rating on Goodreads. Like, 274, anything under 3 is really, really, really bad. Like, look at the difference between my lowest rated and the next lowest. It's almost a whole star rating. So that's not good. Obviously, you can tell from the title is an Omegaverse Why Choose Romance. I saw it on TikTok. I don't remember what I saw that made me want to pick it up. The rating, honestly, is enough to make me not want to pick it up. But I did actually specifically leave it on my TBR because I was like, well, if I get the lowest rated square in Bookopoly, then this will work out perfectly. And you know what? My prediction came true. I am a master planner, a mastermind, if you will. What if I told you I'm a mastermind? No. That's not me. But anyways, it was a little bit me. So that's what I've got going on with the rating. And then the last one is a book with an orange cover, which I may try to double up with one of the other books that I've picked. But it kind of depends on if I can get all these books read by the time I really need to get this vlog up. So I don't know. But my other option for it would be this Drew Anderson one, Fire in the Moonlight, maybe. I know it has an orange cover. It's another one that I have been kind of saving for Blackoween. It does fulfill one of the prompts that I rolled for Blackoween, so I might double up for both readathons. But that's what I will use if I don't try and double up for both, because as you could see on the Goodreads one, like a couple of them were orange covers. So I don't know. That's that's my master plan right now. And then since the start of the readathon, I was reminded because a Black bookish creator made some content around it, and I'm not going to say their username or anything because I honestly don't want to send any racist or harassment to their comment section, but I have up here some screenshots of why spooky might not be the best term, and if you take the Y off, it can actually be a racial slur, which, you know, we don't want to be perpetuating. Honestly, the English language, I'm sure many languages, but our common vernacular really has so many racist origins that like, it's unbelievable the amount of things that we say every single day or common phrases that are racist or at least came from racism. So just be aware. Well, I just finished A House with Good Bones, and I don't even know. 5 stars. It was creepy. It was effective. The ending was still creepy. Like, it's not really, you have a resolution, but not a complete one. There's like a tiny thread of romance in it, which I liked, obviously. Is horror for me? No, it's definitely not. But
I think that this is a really great book, especially for people who maybe horror isn't their thing, but they just want to dabble a little bit without losing their minds and having to sleep with all the lights on. I think that it's a really good option for us. So T. Kingfisher's writing is always great. And this was no exception to that at all. And I don't know. It was just really good. Do I want to read another book like it? No, I don't. I'm good. I got my fix. But it was excellently done.
All right. No, guys, this is why I can't do horror. Because listen to me. I'm sitting here doing my reading journal, watching BookTube in the middle of the day. And I'm so creeped out. I'm so creeped out. I cannot get the creepy feeling from the small of my back to go away. And I didn't even think it was that bad. I didn't even think it was that bad of a creepy book. But I've got it. Things are trying to murder me. I just know it. I can feel it in my bones. I'm not cut out for this at all.
All right, we are here for an update because I've DNF'd a lot of things. With a Match by Mimi Grace, I DNF'd at 80%. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a cute fall romance. It's her brother's best friend. I did really like that neither one of them viewed the brother as an obstacle. Like, he wasn't factoring into their attraction or relationship at all. But she's bound and determined that she is going to find her perfect match through this matchmaking site, and he's had a crush on her forever, and they're hooking up a little bit. Also, he's temporarily living with her because his apartment is having the heat redone, and there's no communication. 80% through the book, they have not communicated a single solitary aspect of anything. of anything. None. And honestly, I just was waiting for it to be over. So I was like, I can make it over right now. And so I did. Then I read 30%, which this is a 512-page book of Air of Flames. This man has lost his mind. He's lost his mind. So he's just so over the top, dramatic, alpha, ridiculous. I'm gonna kill everybody that touches you, that looks at you. Stop doing that. And I like that. I like that, okay? I am a alpha whole girly. But we've read, what, over 100 pages, and he's not communicating anything. Again, he's not actually giving her any reason to want to be in this relationship. He's blackmailing her. He's not even blackmailing her. He's just forcing her into it. And sometimes he treats her well, and sometimes he really doesn't. But at no point are we having any conversations to draw us closer together, to make us interested in this couple. And that doesn't work for me. I want to know why you like each other. And being hot isn't enough. It's not enough. I'm happy for your chemistry and for your physical attraction to one another, but ultimately I need to feel like mind to mind we're meeting. We're a meeting of the minds, and I like you for who you are. And if I am attracted to you, so much the better. But they're not talking about anything. They're not talking about anything. She keeps running away from him. He keeps dragging her back. And that's kind of it. Over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. So we're done here. We're done here. You know, he killed some people in front of her who arguably were trying to hurt her, and so she hurled a bunch of insults at him. It was like, I would never sleep with you, yada yada yada. So that's where we're at. And where we're at is done. So I've now picked up the alpha one, the Omegaverse one. So far it's fine. I mean, I'm a chapter into it. I actually was reading while I was editing the vlog. But I kind of really want to get this vlog done today. One, because it's so freaking long. It's unbelievably long, and I'm stressed about whether my phone will save it or not, because my phone is a hater. So yeah, I'm stressed about that. And then also I
could potentially get another video filmed like tomorrow when my kids are gone to school if this one was done, and that would be cool because otherwise I'm gonna have to film like a million videos next week. So anyhow, that's what I'm thinking. So I'm kind of thinking that we just won't do the Drea Anderson one. It will be in my Blackoween vlog, so if you actually want to know my thoughts on it, feel free to watch that. It's coming in 2 weeks. Yeah, I think that that's what we're going to go with. So I will check in probably later with our final what happened in this thing, and be done with the vlog. This readathon has been so much fun. Like it's really just gone super well. It's gone super well. And if you're like, you can't just DNF half your prompts, I have a brand to maintain, and my brand is DNFing. So like, you must be new here. If you are, welcome. Hi. Normalize DNFing. That's kind of our motto. So that's what we are gonna do. All right. I DNF'd at 82%. The first 30% was not bad. I am afraid this rating is deserved. So there's a lot of sex, and then she runs away, gets tortured a little bit, gets like every bone in her body broken, gets rescued. They're gonna return her because she would rather die and run away than be theirs. And then they're gonna have sex and decide that they are in fact together. And it's not good. I did kind of inhale it. I was skimming towards the end for sure, but it's not the worst thing I've ever read, but it's not good either. It's not good either. And once I start skimming, we're DNFing. I'm not really a skimming type of reader generally. Like, I'm not. So if I start skimming, that's a bad sign. Bad sign, folks. So that's it. You can include this one or Air of Flames as our orange cover DNF. And that's it. So we kind of ended on a flat note, but it doesn't make the readathon any less fun, and I had a good time. So I've got videos to film, and then I'll start my Blackoween vlog. Hopefully sometime between now and then I'm able to stop the DNF run, because that's 3 in a row. It happens. It's not that often that it happens with me reading so much of the books, but it definitely happens. So that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.